seek that counseling. Go see a therapist, bro.
Every time he says that to her, only thing I hear is him saying, "Bitch, I would hit you if you was in my face."
Yeah,
That's what I hear every time he says it.
really using that B word freely with us women. He really like disrespectful with that B. Now, if you call him a B, he really gonna get furious and call you a H, and he gonna call you everything but the child of God.
Yep.
I mean,
They only
that's
kept it high for so long.
I mean, everybody's so worried about his well-being and his mental health, and if he's gonna, go over the bridge or whatever the case. What about all these people that he keeps, saying things about? I mean,
Exactly.
what if AP? What if when she was off the app, nobody knew to check on her, how to check on her, or whatever? What if something happened to her?
Exactly.
What if something had happened to me last night?
Yeah,
When he
it's
was
not
calling me
fair.
all those names.
uh,
It's not fair. It's not.
they not finna catch me sliding down no damn wall, because guess what? I held my even though I ain't have a lot to say on the platform because I was being cut off a lot, but at the same time, he the one slid down the wall before the live end.
But the
So
good part about that live day, everybody in there had your back. So you really didn't even have to go too hard because when you played the tape, it was a done deal. Everybody saw him for who he really is.
Now, it might have been
That's
a lot
exactly
of
what
us
I said
in
to
there.
Trump.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
It may have been a lot of us in there that had her back, but I wouldn't say everybody had her back.
Well, of course, you're gonna always have some
The
antagonists.
haters.
That's just life. But the tone of the room was, you wrong as hell for this. She didn't deserve this. That was
Wait a
the
minute.
room.
So he called her? It's a recording?
No, she played the recording of him and Laugh talking about her. And that was when it was over.
Wow.
At that point, it was over. Like, how you gonna justify that shit? He even attempted at first to try to justify it, but he knew there wasn't nobody receiving that shit.
That's crazy.
You know what, Shy? This goes back to that live you had on bullying, because
domestic outrage.
these people are able to get away with all this stuff, and until it's them. Everybody's always he cackling and laughing when it's not them,
Exactly, butter.
being discussed. But once it's them, oh my God, it's a problem. No, it's
Exactly.
always been a problem. And when we see the problem, we need to speak up and stand up for it.
That's why I said when
Nip
the
it in the
limelight
bud.
is on them, it becomes a big problem.
It's
Now
almost,
everybody lying. Now I ain't do this and I ain't do that. I didn't say that. Oh no, you lying on me. Now everybody can't be lying about the same thing now.
it's almost like you got to almost keep track now of like the women and their stance, because they'll switch and do a whole 180 like you ain't see them just the other day support the bullshit that he was on and saying.
Yep, I noticed that too. And my thing is the same thing with the money. Like, everybody's now like, well, that's that. If they want to give it to him, you know what I'm saying, he should take it. No, this man has women in his panel who are on fixed incomes, who's older. Look at T Money. And she's sitting in the box looking so pitiful tonight. Like, oh my goodness, I got to come up with Slim some money. And this man, no, he is, you know what I'm saying? He should be looking out for T Money. He should be saying, can I send you some groceries, T Money? That's bullshit. I don't like that.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, he asking us for money. I mean for groceries. He was like, he was saying something about groceries. Like, that's crazy. Like, he sound like a baby mama or something. Like, what in the world? And then
Well, I
Better
just
than mine.
learned he's the only child. He was the only child, so he's very entitlement to getting things without actually really working. But just saying, if TikTok do go, I mean, how would he live then? What
okay,
would
I didn't understand it because today he said he said he showed us a cash app and he said, you see this? I get this every day. It's $50. So I guess he was saying that his kids, because he was like, these are kids. He was like, so do he have other kids?
Not that I know of. I just
The
know.
son by that baby mama, remember that he keeps telling folks that she won't let him see the child.
Oh, okay. So so you see how selfish he is, you guys. This man was going off because he was like, y'all don't know what I go through. Y'all see this cash app? This is I get this every day. This is from my child. He said, I could have sworn he said my child, but I wrote in the comment, I said, okay, but we all have to give our kids money. I mean, okay. That's nothing to be talking about you going through. We all have to give our kids money. I have a
He
daughter that's
names his
graduating.
bills. He names his bills as if they're not. I mean, I don't get people who
As if
I
we
don't.
all don't pay them.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't get you. I'm not gonna give you a fish or an award for swimming. That's what you fucking do.
That part. That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
why we gotta do that?
I
And
feel sorry for the new baby mother. You know, I don't know much
yes,
about his old baby mother, but I definitely feel sorry for her because to be connected to someone on that behaves in this manner on social media for the world to see towards women is ludicrous to me.
He's a danger to himself, and he's a danger to her and that baby.
well, the
He
baby mom. Remember, the baby mama wrote a letter, an anonymous. So it was supposed to be an anonymous letter about him today, but in the letter she says, "I have been coming for him." Girl, I ain't seen no Slim and I don't know how long. So how dare you say that? That's why I think it is true that it's the mod, because it's somebody. Because you know, a baby mama who don't know what you got going on in your work life or whatever, they ain't gonna write no letter to no damn tea time and be like, "Hey, no, make sure you don't read this." And the minute T read the letter, they because T read it by accident, the person blocked her. It was one of them damn mods.
Wow.
You know what? We need to notice one thing. When it's the first of the month, when they think people are getting paid,
Yep.
that's where all this drama stuff be coming out.
You,
You know,
you
all the
noticed
sob
that too?
stories
Too, butter,
and
right? You clocked it too.
You just
it's
clocked
rent
it.
time. Bills need to be paid. So what? How do you get sympathy out of people?
They come up
By
with
doing
some
this,
either a
them.
skit.
Well, they're
They come up
attacking
with
me.
either
They're
a
doing this.
skit. Yeah, they come up with a skit at the end of the month and beginning of the month, or they come up with some type of problem that they got going on, and then all these people fall for it. They fall, you know. Again, $5 from 100 people. Hey, you do the math. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody giving them $5. That's the sad part. They giving this Negro 25, 50, and $100. And that's the only time I'm gonna call 911 for Slim. If I wake up tomorrow and they say there is no more TikTok, I'm gonna call 911 and say there is a man in California in the Bay Area somewhere. I don't know who he is, but he goes by the name Slim God. Go find him because he's probably about to take his own self out of here. But as long as TikTok is around, that son of a bitch is gonna be alive. He ain't gonna do nothing to himself.
But when I tell y'all, when I say Kiana ate that man up live, he didn't even respond. After she went off so bad, he didn't even respond. He just dropped
He
off
changed
the
it to
panel.
Kevin. He put the heat on
Yep.
Kevin. In the middle of our battle, he went at Kevin.
But Kev told him, he said, man, don't do that. Kev said, just hang tight for a ticket too. You know, Kev always say that. That's one of his lines. Hang tight for a ticket too. He told him that, like, chill out, because he seen that Kiana was like going in on your ass. So just chill, bruh. He got mad at Kev and said, who you think you is? Captain Saves. He said something about in reference to Kev saving people. So I guess he feels some type of way. You got to read between the lines. He feels some type of way because Kev took up for Shy.
Yeah.
Yep, you feel me? I'm peeping the game. Kev took up for Shy. So then he felt like Kev was taking up for Kiana. So he was like, that's when he said, who you think? I'm tired of you. You think you Captain Save? He was mad. He don't like for men to straighten him about women. He want to be able. I had an ex-boyfriend like that. He don't want no man straightening him about how he go off on a woman. Coward. He's a coward. He
He's a
can't even
coward.
fight. That's the ones that can't
But
fight
he,
though.
real talk, he been had that smoke for Kev.
He
If you
did.
really want to know the truth, he been had that smoke for Kev. But he run around this and that and auntie this and auntie that. That man, and he, if you type in, like he said, if you type in his name on TikTok, you will see some old shit where he was talking about Diamond. That, I mean, think about it. That week the Cash App thing went out. That man basically said Diamond ain't making no money. He the reason this. He the reason that. He threw that lady on the bus just as quick as she threw him under it.
Wow.
Look, put his name in, and you will see the things he said about her.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
finna do this 'cause-
those vloggers gonna keep the receipts on there unless they take their pays down.
But y'all don't feel like it's scary that it's like weird that they treat these bloggers as if they're celebrities. Like, look how they treat Diamond. Like, they treat them people like they are gods. They worship these people. It's very scary. I would be scary to be, worship like that by because they put these people close to God. You look at it. I just sit back and watch it. They put these people so close to. It's very cult like. Exactly, Sober Music. It's very cult like. It's like a cult.
I'll say this to you, Mother Oya, the most pathetic thing I've seen on this app, and I've seen quite a bit, was today in Tea Times Live when his special bus was coming to pick him up every 20 minutes. That's his mods. Come on, Slim. Let's go, Slim. Drop Slim. Stop Slim. And all of this, right? And then he tells Tea Time, I'm going to give you $200 so they can't drop me. Poetic, Nurse Poetic or whatever, paid Tea Time $200 to drop him. She said, we can do this all day. I promise you I got more money than you. That was pathetic. You let that woman pay $200 when you could have, as a good grown ass man, just dropped out that fucking box.
Exactly.
That
You
was
should have told her,
pathetic.
no, Poetic, give me the $200 on my rent, and I'll get down off this panel.
Wow.
She cares for him. What we're saying is that she cares for him, but does
She
he
has a
care for
genuine
anybody
heart.
else?
Yeah, but she has a very genuine heart, and she really was really sincere, and she really cared
That was
about Slim and
pathetic
about
of
his
him
Exactly.
to
well-being.
allow it.
What we're saying, what me and Kiana is saying, that it's obvious that she cares for him, but when is he going to show that he cared for her? He could have said, no, Poetic, you my friend. Keep that $200. I'll
Right.
just drop down. That's
Right.
a friend.
That was
We know that she
pathetic.
cares for him, but do he care for her?
That was
Exactly. No, you're right.
pathetic.
That's
Come
when
on.
that's when whenever if and whenever he sober up, that's when it's going to be made to be something totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Because clearly his behavior, his slip is showing. If y'all was here anytime this week when we talked about when your slip is hanging, his slip is showing
Yes.
totally. His behavior has become so unhinged that it's just unbelievable to the people who did not know him. And now it makes me wonder, how do the people who are connected to him, whether it be mods, his so-called friends, how are they even looking at it? I said it this week or last week. Some of the people that I was following and wanted to truly support, I wouldn't, because of their behavior towards other people. It didn't even have to be somebody that I knew.
Right.
So, the saddest part about all of this is how certain platforms will platform bad behavior and then talk about it in such a way as we are the crazy ones. Whether it's happening to us, to them, whoever it be. But I can almost guarantee you, the same way I say I hate to see the day that this TikTok app have to make them humble themselves, and it's been happening now for 2 months. And they still just don't get it because they have so many people supporting their bad behavior.
Like I say, honey, they all enablers. They enable the bad behavior. They justify the bad behavior. To them, it's okay. It's the norm for them to do the bad behavior and justify it. They don't see they have a problem with that, or it's a problem. They don't see that.
If I'm cutting up on this app, I'm sorry, Chocolate.
No,
If I'm
you
cutting
good.
up
No,
on
you
this,
good, Kiana. I'm good. Go ahead.
okay. Yeah, if I'm cutting up on this app, which I do quite frequently, and one of y'all come in the box and y'all sincerely mean it, I ain't talking about trolling or nothing. One of y'all come in here and say to me, "Get out the box. I'm willing to pay 200." There is no way in hell I'll let you. I mean, he sat right there, and we listened and waited for this lady to let the cash app go through, and she said, "Tea time, you should have it now." And she said, "Get out this box, Kevin," and Slim. And T said she paid it, Slim, you gotta go. And he came right back to the comments, came right back in the comments, arguing with I Speak, talking about fighting I Speak. Like, you just let that lady waste her money if you was gonna come back in the room. She wants to talk to you. She's a professional nurse. She wants to give you some of her time, which I'm sure she's probably $150 an hour or so. And she's willing to not only give that to you, but pay for you to talk to her. This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Yep. It's giving selfish. It's giving selfish, and he doesn't care. He's not a friend. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's obvious that she cares about him, but does he care about her? And women, we got us as women, period. I'm trying to stop saying that. But us as women, period, we got to start making sure that we're loved. We so used to loving the people.
And not loving ourselves.
We're loved.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm sorry, Miss Chocolate. What
But
was
you know,
saying?
we got to love ourselves before we can love anyone else. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
and
right.
I believe the way she is, she loves herself. In order for